And now for the Port Huron Northern Sideline cheer seniors. Kaylin Bussey, escorted by her father and mother, Chad and Autumn Bussey. One of the two exchange students on the team, Sarah Constantino. She is from Italy. Tonight she is escorted by her host family, Tracy and Lacey Manley. Elena Corderillo. She is escorted by her parents, John and Jody Corderillo. Mallory Dowden. She is escorted by her mother, Karen Dowden. Isabella Fletcher. She is escorted by her grandmother, Carol Fletcher, her father, Chris Fletcher, and special friend, Greg Spencer. Jenna Fraley, escorted by her father and mother, Ryan and Jennifer Fraley. Olivia Gildenfennig. She is escorted by her father, Edward Gildenfennig. The other exchange student on the team, Lucy Gamulova, who's from the Czech Republic. She is escorted by her host mom, Mariah Fenton. Jade Lukes, she is escorted tonight by her father and mother, Brian and Kim Lukes. Lauren Thornton, she is escorted tonight by her mother, Kim Richards. And Maitland Owenbrook. She is escorted by her mother, Elizabeth Owenbrook, and her grandfather, Martin Owenbrook. Once again, let's put our hands together for the Port Huron Northern senior cheer team and all they have contributed. Thank you to the ladies and their parents and escorts for everything they've done.
is a fan favorite of our band. Please get down and boogie as we feature our color guard, tuba section, and drumline to Santana's Everybody's Everything. At this time, we are currently waiting for the teams to come out from the locker room. Thank you.
Looking for it on ice right there. Can't find it in here. Oh, it's cash. Okay. I don't have cash. Maybe at the speeding queue, she had to go from pack down to the speeding queue. Better do our code.
Football teams, if you're ready, please enter the field.
Get some food and hang it down there against all the pressure floors. There's a weight honestly sure. Weight on the team. Somehow they found one.
At this time, we ask, if possible, for you to stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be conducted by Senior Drum Major Emily Rosenau.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to Memorial Stadium here on senior night. This is the season finale, the regular season finale between the Saints of St. Clair and your Huskies of Port Huron Northern. And now, on senior night, the Macomb Area Conference Blue Division champions, led by first-year
The conclusion of the MHSAA regular season is here, and we still have a whole lot to figure out in terms of the playoff picture. The Saints of St. Clair High School coming to play today, currently sitting in the playoffs, and with the win, they should firmly be in the Division IV playoffs. But a loss, and things get awfully complicated. The Port Huron Northern Huskies are sitting firmly in the Division II playoffs and look to bolster their resume with a win tonight. But a loss, and they stumble into the playoffs on a 2-game skid. So much on the line tonight, and you couldn't ask for a better venue. Week 9 of the MHSAA football season takes us to historic Memorial Stadium. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us on Thumb Coast TV. Ryan Cuddy with you tonight. This is a very entertaining matchup. Port Huron at 6-2 went undefeated in the MAC Blue this season, but had their impressive 5-game winning streak snapped last week at Fitzgerald when they fell 36-23. The Huskies really hadn't been tested in their 5-game winning streak at all, with their smallest margin of victory being just a couple of touchdowns over rival Port Huron. First-year head coach Brett Vandrew won the conference title in his first season of asking and looks to head into the playoffs on a high. The Saints are still battling for a playoff spot and are coming in on a strong 3-game winning streak themselves. Sitting at 5-3, St. Clair finished MAC Silver play at 2-2. They look to ride the right arm of Ben Farkas and the legs of Tariq Rico Walker, not just tonight, but into the playoffs as well. November is approaching, playoff football is approaching, and we've got a good regular season finale tonight here on senior night. Thanks for watching tonight's game on Thumb Coast TV YouTube channel or Port Huron Schools TV channel 6. Listen on GetStuckOnSports.com. Dennis is at Armada for a Week 9 battle between Armada and Frankenmuth. Pre-game 6:35. They're just about getting ready to kick that one off on Stream 1. Brady has another chapter in the historic Marysville Marine City rivalry with kickoff just about right now at 7 p.m. on Stream 2. Just about ready to get this one underway inside Memorial Stadium, where Port Huron Northern is yet to lose on the year. An impressive undefeated streak, and took down their rivals in the crosstown showdown, the Redhawks. It's a crisp 46 degrees at kickoff. St. Clair will kick it off to get this one going. We're going to see the offense of Port Huron Northern to get us underway. The Huskies have won 6 consecutive games over St. Clair dating back to 2015. 34-19 the final last October, and the last time St. Clair won came in October of 2014 when they dismantled Port Huron 43-14.
Kicking off for the Saints, number 52, Liam Lyons.
It's Liam Lyons, the junior, to kick us off and get us going inside Memorial Stadium on Senior Day for the Huskies. The Saints trying to play spoiler. Port Huron looking to avoid a 2-game skid as we head into the playoffs. Energetic student section. Early on, Liam Lyons is going to boot it away, and we are underway inside Memorial Stadium, and a huge hit delivered. Right off the bat, Wyatt Thurston lays a thumping, and that's how we get going tonight.
On the return for the Huskies, hit by number 12, Wyatt Thurston. First down for the Huskies.
Wyatt Thurston, the senior, with a huge hit. So now we see the Port Huron Northern offense going to get going at their own 26-yard line.
Number 11, Cam Haryu.
Cam Haryu, the senior, lines up in the pistol. He's looking to pass on the first play of the game. It's complete down to about the 35-yard line. It's Lincoln Watkins, the 4-star commit to Kentucky, getting in early.
Haryu's pass complete to number 7, Lincoln Watkins. Tackled by number 11, Evan Schultz. Play results in a Huskies first down.
So a first down on the first play tonight. Huskies love that Cam Haryu to Lincoln Watkins connection. Watkins lines up alone at the bottom of your screen. It's a give this time right up the gut. And a couple of yards for Landon Mullane, the senior. So just
Hiller on the carry for the Huskies.
off and running.
52, Liam Lyons. Will bring up second
Rather, it
down
was
for the
Cade
Huskies.
Hiller
Around 40 yards.
on the carry. Averaged about 6.5 yards a carry last season. Got about 4 on that one. Hiller again, right side, nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped. And a loss on the play, bringing up a third down
Tackled by number 52, Liam Lyons.
for Port Huron Northern. It was Liam Lyons who blew that play up on the far side. So the first third down test comes in the very first drive of the evening. Are you in the gun? He's got Hiller flanking him. Gets the snap. Looking to go downfield. It's going to be caught for a first down. Amir Moreland, there's the other Division I commit for this Husky offense. And it keeps the drive moving on the other side of the 50.
Knocked out of bounds by number 12, Wyatt Thurston.
So tough to go up against this dynamic duo of Lincoln Watkins and Amir Moreland. That's 2 big first down completions for both of them here on this opening drive. Again, it's a give, and trying to bounce this out to the outside was Cade Hiller. He had nowhere to go. Strong containment on this first drive on that far side of the field for St. Clair.
Number 21, Zachary Thurston, and number 23, Aiden Rand. They bring up second down for the Huskies.
Second and 13, rolling right, looking to throw now. He's just going to try to gain a couple. So it looked like there was a pass installation there, but Ardu elects to gain a couple on his own. And another third down coming up for Port Huron Northern.
Third and about 6 for the Huskies.
3rd and 6. Ardu had a 48-yard scramble touchdown last week against Fitzgerald in that defeat. So dangerous once he gets out of the pocket. Quick pass on the far side, incomplete, skipped in, and a 4th down upcoming.
RU's pass intended for number 14, Andrew Hang.
Hardy was looking for the senior Andrew Hang.
Zachary Tustin will bring up 4th down.
A 4th down, and it looks like the special teams unit's going to come out for Port Huron Northern. St. Clair going to force a punt.
Returning the punt for the Saints.
So after a bit of a promising drive on a couple long completions to Moreland and Watkins, the St. Clair defense is going to hold strong. High snap, controllable, little Aussie-style boot from Vasil Kasparin, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 15. So the first look at Ben Farkas and this St. Clair offense. Farkas was back under center last week after missing 5 games with a left hand injury. Farkas been a standout in his career with the Saints. He's going to give to Rico Walker, who's got some green grass ahead of him. Can they catch him? Walker stumbling, cutting, and down at the 40. A huge play on 1st down on the first play from scrimmage for the Saints offense.
The gain for the Saints. It'll be 1st and 10, St. Clair.
From their own 12 all the way to the Huskies 30. They're actually going to move it back to about the 39. Regardless, a huge first play for St. Clair head coach Andrew Zalkowski. Got to be loving that start. So Farkas in this offense still looking at the sideline, getting the play. Now setting it in the gun. Farkas keeps it right up the middle, dual threat. And he's going to scamper to about the 33-yard line.
Tackled first by number 8, Vasily Kasparian. Will bring up 2nd down for the Saints.
A gain of 6 on the 1st down carry. Farkas with 240 yards on the ground coming into play today. 42 attempts. That was number 43. Caleb Sansbury in motion. The give is to Walker, and he will be driven back. First one in was Lincoln Watkins. A catch on the first offensive drive of the night for Watkins. Now a stuff on a Rico Walker give up the middle. 3rd down coming up. The St. Clair defense was able to come up with a third down stop, ball in the court of Port Huron Northern now. Farkas just going to keep it himself up the middle. First down, plenty of yards to the 20. Just a straight blast up the middle from Ben Farkas. And with ease, the Saints move the chains. Farkas, all conference a season ago. A very real chance he's going to be all conference again this year. Braden Schalk was in motion. Farkas faked it to him, kept it, still moving his feet, pushing the pile. Where will Farkas go down? Finally, is he in? No signal. He appears to be just short at the 1 yard line. Will it be Farkas again? Walker to his right. He opened up the drive. It's been pretty much all Farkas since. It is Farkas up the middle. And he's in for a touchdown. What a statement from the Saints. A defensive stop, and then they march right down the field on the ground. St. Clair strikes first in Memorial Stadium.
Number 52, Liam Lyons on for the extra point for the Saints.
Some movement, flags come out. It's going to be an offsides on Port Huron Northern, and now the Saints going to try to go for this. Get a two-pointer.
A little bit closer. St. Clair will go for two.
6-0, and talk about a statement if they convert here on the road in hostile territory. Senior night for the Huskies, and the Saints have came out swinging. Farkas gets the call. It's Farkas again. He was wrapped up short of the end zone. Did he end up pushing through? No, he did not. So the Port Huron Northern defense does hold strong in the two-point conversion. So the Saints with a 6-0 lead with just over 6 minutes to play in this first quarter. Let's see how the Huskies bounce back. Let's see if that two-point conversion stand at the goal line can jolt a little momentum their way. Had a pretty solid first drive, going at a couple first downs, and then the St. Clair defense stiffened up. And then the Saints just pretty much solely on the ground. Some Ben Farkas, some Rico Walker, and a 6-0 lead for St. Clair.
Number 3, Joey Lincoln. Kicking off for the Saints, number 52, Liam Lyons.
So it's Liam Lyons who was lined up for the PAT before the encroachment on Port Huron Northern. He's going to drop this one at the 25, and jumping on it was Joey Lincoln for Port Huron Northern.
Covered by number 3, Joey Lincoln. Right there for the tackle, number 23, Aiden Randall for the Saints. Huskies take over, first and 10.
Aiden Moran, the freshman, was flying down there for St. Clair. So now Cameron Harju, the senior, leading the offense for the Huskies. He's played a little bit of everywhere in his career. So Morning Max, wide receiver. See him in the secondary on the defensive side. Now we get another whistle. Flags come out. It seemed like the Huskies were taking a while to get going, and a delay of game gets called on them before they even have their first snap of the second drive. Already behind the chains, 1st and 15. In a packed Memorial Stadium. Senior day for Port Huron Northern. Harju looking to pass, look left, now goes right. Harju gonna scamper and maneuver forward to about the 24-25 yard line. So gets those pretty much all the penalty yardage back.
We'll bring up second down for the Huskies.
So about a 2nd and 11 upcoming. Port Huron Northern led by head coach Brett Van Drew in his first season at the helm. Replaces Larry Rollins, who stepped down in November after 10 seasons and a very strong 69-30 record. Harju gives right side, patient and a strong carry for Cade Hiller, making the third down a little bit easier for Port Huron Northern.
Brings up third down for the Huskies.
3rd and 6. For Port Huron Northern. Hiller joins Harju in the backfield. 2 wideouts left, 2 to the right. Harju, quick throw. It's going to be complete. Hit and dropped at the 35-yard line. Flag comes in away from the play, and it's going to be a personal foul on St. Clair.
Is a personal foul against the Saints.
It's roughing the passer. That play was very close to the sticks, but now the Huskies move the chains anyway.
That pass was complete to number 2, Amir Moreland. On the tackle was number 21, Zachary Preston. The foul gives the Huskies 1st and 10 for the Saints, 49-yard line.
So second drive and second time Port Huron Northern on the other side of the 50. Bull sits officially at the 49 of St. Clair. Harju gives to Hiller. He's got a couple before being dragged down.
Hiller on the carry. Brought down by number 52, Liam Lyons. Bring up second down, Huskies.
Hiller 782 yards a season ago, just shy of 10 touchdowns. And very impressive this year as well for Port Huron Northern. Hiller, the senior, was one of the many Husky seniors that got inducted or that got honored before today's game. Harju steps up. He's got Watkins. First down and some green grass ahead of him. He's dragged down inside the 30 for Lincoln Watkins, just shy of the 25.
Harju's pass complete to number 7, for a Husky first down.
Watkins, his second catch of the night. Both have gone for a first down.
From the Saints' 27-yard line.
Moreland and Watkins at the bottom of your screen. Play fake to Hiller. It's Moreland. Watkins blocking on the outside. Flags fly as it's a gain of a couple, but this is going to almost surely be coming back. Moreland was trying to maneuver downfield. Watkins blocking ahead of him, and it looked like he got called for a holding. And it is going to be a holding on Lincoln Watkins.
Holding against the Huskies. That will move the Huskies back.
So another penalty on this drive for Port Huron Northern. Saw the delay of game before they even were able to call a snap to open up the second drive, and now a holding. First and 20. Arju gets the snap. Rolls right. Being chased. Pump fakes. Gonna tuck it and run. And Arju will get inside
Number 11, Cam Hardy,
the 30.
Tackled by number 8, Jay Stockwell, and number 54, Logan Azanaro.
Ball sits at the 26 for PHN.
About 9 on the play, second and 11 for the Huskies.
Second and 11. So a strong gain of 9 after that tough first and 20 situation. Quick screen to the outside. Moreland is going to break one tackle, trying to find some space. Somehow gets positive yards on that. Incredible from Amir Moreland.
Hardy's pass complete to number 2, Amir Moreland.
It's going to be a third down coming up. A third and about 1.
Aiden Moran will bring up third down for the Huskies.
Quick throw, near side, complete. Short of the 20-yard line and driven back. Landon Mullane makes the catch.
Hardy's pass complete to number 5.
And it's going to be a fourth down coming up.
Evan Schultz and number 12, Eli Pustin. We'll bring up fourth down and short for the Huskies.
Fourth and short upcoming.
First quarter.
As the first quarter nearing an end. 6-0 St. Clair on top. Now we're going to get a timeout called by Port Huron Northern with a half a minute to play in this first quarter. A very important fourth and short coming up. And head coach Brett Vandrew wanted to make sure his offense is on the same page as him. St. Clair was able to force a punt on the first drive of the night against this Huskies offense. And then the St. Clair offense themselves just marched down easily and scored on the ground. Went for 2 after an encroachment on Port Huron Northern, and the Huskies were able to come up with a stand. Now on the second drive, even though only in the first quarter, plenty of game left, still feels very important. And I think you can kind of see that with the timeout being called. 4th down. It's Hardew and Hiller with Watkins in motion. Watkins gets it on the jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He does. A 1st down and more. Lincoln Watkins finally shoved out of bounds. 4th down. Put it in the hands of your 4-star Kentucky commit, Lincoln Watkins.
Big 4th down conversion. Huskies are 1st and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
1st and goal from the 7. .23 seconds remain in this 1st quarter. Watkins and the Wildcat is going to keep it, lunging forward.
Number 7, Lincoln Watkins on the keeper, tackled by number 8, Jay Stockwell.
So get it in his hands any way you can, as Coach Brett Van Drew was thinking, as that'll take us to the 2nd quarter. St. Clair with a 6-0 lead, but Port Huron Northern is marching and have a 2nd and goal from the 3 at the start of the 2nd quarter when these two teams switch sides. Mentioned earlier, it's been a one-sided matchup in this recent history between these two programs. 6 consecutive wins for Port Huron Northern. This is a very, very high-powered St. Clair offense. And if you're the Huskies coming in, you got to know you're going to have to score points. And potentially in bunches tonight. St. Clair averaging north of 30 points a game on the season. St. Clair went 3-2 in the MAC Silver. This year, Port Huron Northern a perfect 5-0.
Huskies are 2nd and goal to go from
But got tripped up by a very strong Fitzgerald team last week. So 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Some ref discussions before we get this 2nd quarter off and running. We'll move the ball to the right hash. So we see another Wildcat set. Lincoln Watkins with the sophomore Jordan Band behind him. Watkins, right side. Ball comes out just shy of the end zone. Does St. Clair have a takeaway? They do. The Saints with their backs against the wall.
Hang on while we get this worked out.
There appears to be a flag down. It's a fumble in the end zone recovered by the Saints and a touchback. What a momentum shift here at the start of this 2nd quarter. So flag was out there. Doesn't appear to be any penalty. Ref picked the flag up, put it back in his pocket, and after it looked like the Huskies had a incredibly strong response, a Lincoln Watkins fumble at the goal line, and St. Clair takes over from their own 20. We get flags on the first snap.
Flag on the play.
It's a false start on St. Clair.
So push it back 5. It will be first and 15.
So saw this from Port Huron Northern. On their first play of their last drive was a lengthy one, and it started out with a delay of game. And now for St. Clair, they get called for a false start. So first and 15. Farkas will keep it near side, and the Huskies defense has him trapped. Noah Wiggin was the first to Farkas, and he didn't let go. So from first and 15, and now at second and 20. Right after they get the huge fumble, the Saints are moving backwards. Another long fake to Walker that Farkas keeps, and he's got nowhere to go up the middle.
Number 7, Ben Farkas on the keeper. Tackled by number 7, Lincoln Watkins will bring up third.
A very strong
for the Saints.
Port Huron Northern defense. Averaging a little over 11 points a game on the season. Third and 17. Port Huron Northern going to jump and give him a free 5. It was Zachary Thuston in motion. And then the Huskies jumped on the hard count. So it makes the third down a little bit easier for St. Clair. 3rd and 12. Farkas looking to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Braden Schock, his favorite receiver, slipped on his break, and luckily it was an odd angle for Amir Moreland to haul it in, because that was very nearly an interception. Moreland, who's committed to Miami of Ohio, going to be in the Red Hawks secondary, and still in the Husky secondary, nearly came up with the pick. 4th and 12. St. Clair's offense still out there. Let's see. They're going to go for this. Some confusion. Farkas on the outside. Nowhere to go. And a turnover on downs. 4th and 12. And the Saints do end up snapping the ball, and Farkas with nowhere to go, and was that a miscommunication on the St. Clair sideline. Now after they get a huge takeaway, all the momentum, now it's a right back in the hands of the Huskies. They take over at the 16 of St. Clair. Can the Huskies capitalize on this opportunity? We're going to get another pre-snap penalty. False start on Port Huron Northern. 3 consecutive drives with a penalty before the first play of the drive happens.
Number 11, Haru at quarterback for the Huskies.
Haru gets the snap, throws outside, incomplete. Another receiver slipping on their break.
Haru's pass intended for number 7, Lincoln Watkins.
Trying to find Lincoln Watkins, and he slipped just like Schock on the previous drive.
For the Huskies.
St. Clair 5-3 on the season. 2-2 in conference play. 2nd and 15. Hardew gets the snap. Rolling left. Now gonna try to run for it, and he's gonna be tripped up.
Number 11, Cam Hardew on the keeper.
It's a gain of about 4 or 5 for Hardew, and now a 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 9. Can the St. Clair defense stiffen once more? 3rd and 9, ball at the 17. Hardew gets the snap. Puts it down. Gonna try to run for it. Hardew is gonna go down. Flags fly, so let's see what these calls may be. Came from behind the play, usually in the area of holding, potentially a hands to the face spot as well. So let's see what the call is. Looks like it was a little short of the first down anyway. And now it's going to be offsetting, it appears. So a holding on Port Huron Northern, and I believe in unsportsmanlike conduct on St. Clair. So it is offsetting.
Offset, and we'll play 3rd down again.
3rd and 9 once more. Amir Moreland in motion, and now we're going to get a timeout. It's going to be called by Port Huron Northern, their 2nd of this first half. They called their first right before that 4th down play on their last offensive drive. So the Huskies down 6-0. It looked like the Saints had all the momentum in the world after forcing a takeaway right at the goal line. Looked like Lincoln Watkins was going to score. Ball punched out, recovered in the end zone by St. Clair. It ended up being a touchback, but then penalties hindered them. And then a 4th and 12 looked like they were maybe trying to make Port Huron Northern jump. They ended up running an offensive play, and that was blown up for a sack. So Port Huron Northern trying to convert. 3rd and 5. It's a little jet sweep. They fake it back around to Moreland as Watkins kept it, and he's going to be short of the first. Really nothing doing. No one fell for the fake. Amir Moreland was going up towards the far side of the field. Watkins faked the give to him. 4th and 5. And now Port Huron Northern going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. A very strong freshman kicker in Landon Thomas. He stays on the sideline. Watkins did pitch it this time. Moreland on the double pass. Touchdown, Port Huron Northern. Coach Brett Vandrew dipping in to his bag of tricks on senior night. And now a flag comes in late. Let's see what this is. It was the same look as the last play.
Once again, reverse number 2, Moreland, touchdown pass, number 14, Abraham.
Watkins this time did pitch it to Moreland. who threw it into the end zone for 6. And now an unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called on Port Huron Northern, I'm guessing for the celebration. So now this brings back Landon Thomas. Who's been oh so impressive this season. Hit from over 40 last week, but now a 35-yard extra point. Quentin Passia, the long snapper. Vincent Venatelli, the holder, a freshman kicker, freshman holder. But they've been very strong this season. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way, and it is good from Landon Thomas. A little style points for Thomas on a 35-yard extra point, but he knocks it straight through, and now the Huskies sit in front 7-6 with 8:11 to play in this first half of play. It's been a fun, entertaining one so far. So Landon Thomas getting ready to boot this one downfield. The Huskies have also recovered an onside kick from Landon Thomas this season. This is just a little pooch kick. And St. Clair will start at their own 35-yard line. It was Nicholas Wilson, the junior, on the return. So Ben Farkas and the St. Clair offense after a strange ending to their last drive. Now they trail for the first time tonight. Fake to Walker. Farkas up the middle. Nowhere to go. Driven backwards. Noah Wiggin. Another hard hit delivered from him tonight. Wyatt Snyder, the junior, was also in on the stop. 2nd and 10. St. Clair marched right on down on their first drive. Penalties hindering them on their second drive. See what it looks like on their third drive of the night for the Saints. Farkas looks right, throws, intercepted. Joey Lincoln comes up with the pick. The junior Lincoln. And again, Port Huron Northern takes over. Already on the plus side of the 50. Pressure came quickly on Farkas. Hardu comes up throwing on the far side. Diving forward, it's Watkins. Trying to get a little extra up to the 30-yard line. So a strong gain of about 8 yards on that first play of the drive after the Joey Lincoln interception. Play fake. Watkins. It's going to be wrapped up trying to drag defenders forward. Right near that first down marker, and he did move the chains. .6 and counting remain here in the first half inside Memorial Stadium. 7-6 Huskies lead. Hardu is going to keep on the right side. He's going to be met inside the 20. And Pyle still being pushed down to the 16-yard line right near the first down marker. Looks like he's going to be a little short. Just barely. So 2nd and inches coming up for Port Huron Northern. The Saints now a little bit on their heels after a strong start to the evening. Another Wildcat look with Watkins. Watkins keeps right up the middle. He's going to have the first down. So Port Huron keeps on moving. First down from the 11. Huskies knocking on the door, already up 7-6. Looking to pass. Hardu's going to roll out to his left. Flags fly. It's going to be complete. Big hit delivered inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. But let's take a look at this penalty. And it's going to be holding on Port Huron Northern. So the Saints desperately needing a break there. Trying to slow down that kind of snowball type of momentum, and felt like the Huskies were rolling with. First and 20. .434 to play. Hardu pump fakes. Rolling to his right. Made a one-man miss. Still surveying his options. Hardu is going to throw. Incomplete. Beautifully defended. Wyatt Thuston making his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball tonight. Second down and 20. We've seen penalties become a little bit of a factor on both sides tonight. Due to a holding call, what looked like Port Huron Northern was setting up second down inside the 10. Now they have 2nd and 20 from their own 21. Give up the middle, pardon me, rather, from the 21 of St. Clair. As it's a give right up the middle for Cade Hiller. So he's going to have a good carry up to about the 14, 13-yard line.
We'll bring up third down for the Huskies.
Third down upcoming for Port Huron Northern. Inside 4 minutes to go in the opening half. 3rd and 12 from the 14. It's Hardew and Hiller in the pistol set. Hardew rolling to his right, looking to throw. It is going to be caught and then pushed out of bounds.
Hardew's pass complete to number 7, Lincoln Watkins.
Lincoln Watkins with the catch. So short of the end zone.
Down, 4th and short for the Huskies.
Alex Pelk was able to shove Watkins out of bounds. Still some discussions ongoing on where the play ended between a couple officials. Now a 4th down from the 2-yard line. Watkins, wildcat look, gonna keep it himself, making a couple defenders miss, and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Lincoln Watkins. Back-to-back possessions with a short field for the Huskies, and back-to-back possessions, they turn it into 6.
And for the extra point, number 89, Landon Thomas for the Huskies.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is right on through.
With 3:23.
So after the Saints jumped out to a 6-0 lead, Port Huron Northern has responded beautifully. Couple touchdowns and a 14-6 lead with 3:23 to go in this first half. Been a fun one so far here on Thumbcoast TV. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us from Memorial Stadium. Senior night for the Huskies. Port Huron Northern already sitting in the Division II playoffs. Basically a win and you're in for St. Clair into the D4 playoffs. A loss in, then their fate pretty much lies on Selection Sunday.
Back deep for the Saints, number 21, Zach Cluston, and number 28, Wyatt Smith. Correction, that's number 23, Aiden Moran, and number 28, Wyatt Smith. Kicking off for your Huskies, number 89, Landon Thomas.
Aiden Moran, Wyatt Smith, the two deep men for St. Clair. We really haven't seen Landon Thomas give either of them an opportunity to make a return here tonight. They're not going to get to here as they're going to do a little trickery in the backfield, but they put the ball on the ground. And the Saints jump on it, trying a little razzle-dazzle, and it nearly blows up in their face, but they jump on it, and now the St. Clair offense with 3:18 to work here in the first half. Walker right up the middle. He really hasn't had much room to work after that long carry on the first play from scrimmage for St. Clair.
Number 2, Tarique Walker on the carry, hit by a host of Huskies. Number 8, Kasparian, number 16 Frazier, number 17 Hofstetter.
Schalk in motion, high snap. Schalk gets the give, trying to get to the outside, stumbles inbounds, shy of the 30.
Hand off to number 14, Braden Schalk. Tackled by number 7, Lincoln Watkins. Will bring up third down for the Saints.
So a third down upcoming for St. Clair. The report here on Northern is the thought maybe creep into your mind if you get a stop here, possibly calling a timeout if that clock is moving. Still need to come up with the stop though. 3rd and 6 for a very high-powered St. Clair offense. And now the Saints will call their first timeout of the half with 2:02 to play.
They have 2 remaining.
I feel like the Saints are going to have the trust in their offense. Their star-studded seniors, Ben Farkas and Rico Walker. Farkas, 13 of 20, 187 yards. But really did a lot of damage on the ground last week against Hazel Park. 4 rushing touchdowns. He's approaching the 3,000 career passing yard mark, already over 1,500 career rushing yards. '56 career touchdowns as well, but in a very, very impressive career with St. Clair. Now trying to come up with a third down conversion here against the snap. Farkas unloads. It's going to be complete. Just shy of the 30. Maybe a little just past the 30 rather. So it's going to be a 4th down coming up. We already saw the Saints fail a 4th down in their own territory earlier in the half. That was a 4th and 12. This one a 4th and 2. They're going to be patient. Clock down to under a minute and a half to go. Port Huron Northern, who only has 1 timeout left in their bag, and now Farkas going to back up and do a little pooch punt here. That bounces just past the 50 and taking a Saints roll across the 40. And now Lincoln is going to get tangled up with Graham Parleter away from the play. Lincoln stood over him, and then flags immediately flew. So it looked like Port Huron Northern was potentially going to have relatively solid starting field position, but now there's might be backing up 15 yards. A minute 12 remains. The Huskies only have 1 timeout. So it's going to be offsetting. So it's going to be personal fouls on both Parleter and Lincoln. 1 timeout, and the Huskies will start this drive at their own 39-yard line. $14 unanswered for the Huskies. Trying to add on to the lead here late in the first half. Ardu looking to throw far side. It's complete. Watkins just going to scamper out of bounds. And about the 46-yard line is where they're going to spot him.
Lincoln Watkins on coverage number 11, Evan Schultz. We bring up 2nd down for the Huskies.
2nd and 3 upcoming. 1 minute and 8 to play. If you're Port Huron Northern, obviously you got to be careful with where you throw this ball. Have that one timeout, but would like to hold on to it until you desperately need it. Incomplete here. Pushing the sidelines again to Watkins. This time couldn't hold on.
Lincoln Watkins incomplete on the coverage for the Saints. Number 10, Nicholas Wilson.
So now a third down upcoming.
Third down, Huskies from their own 46-yard line. 1:04 remaining in the first half.
Go,
64 seconds remain in the first half. 14-6. St. Clair's defense trying to keep this at a one-score game. Hardu gets the snap. Plenty of time in the pocket. Gonna release a fastball, and it is incomplete. Again, it's Watkins on that far sideline, and now still on your side of the 50. You have a 4th and 3. Only 57 seconds, but if you go for it and you don't convert, now you perk the Saints' ears up a little bit. Still with a couple of timeouts themselves, and now the Huskies going to utilize their last timeout of the half.
Timeout, Huskies. That is their third and final timeout of the first half.
Seemingly every big play, Port Huron Northern has tried to get the ball in the hands of Lincoln Watkins, whether it be him taking a direct snap, him in motion with a jet sweep. And of course, Cameron Hardu and trying to get the ball to him in the passing game. His first three plays of this drive have all gone to Lincoln Watkins on a little out route. So now here, 4th and 3. It is Watkins and the Wildcat. You feel like it's going to be in the hands of 7. It is right up the gut. Lincoln Watkins has a first down, barreling across the 40. No timeouts. 50 seconds to play. Clock will stop and let the chains get set.
Wyatt Smith, 1st and 10 Huskies from the 36-yard line of the Saints.
Seemed like everyone inside Memorial Stadium knew who was getting it, and still the Saints couldn't stop him. 40 seconds to go. Hardu gets the snap. Plenty of time. Surveying the field. Now is going to tuck and run. Hardu is going to be finally brought down at about the 20-yard line. Has a first down. Flags away from the play. And let's see if this is coming back. It's a gain of 16 if it stands, but it's not gonna.
Holding against the Huskies. Saints will push them back with that penalty.
So now remember, no timeouts for Port Huron Northern. They're set at the 46-yard line. 1st and 20. Hardu dancing around in the pocket. Now coming back near side, looking, throwing, incomplete. Trying to find Andrew Hang on the near side.
Incomplete. On the coverage for the Saints was number 21, Zachary Thuston. Will bring up 2nd down for the Huskies. A little over 10 seconds remaining in the first half, 11 seconds.
2nd and 20, 11 seconds remain in this first half. So if you're Port Huron Northern, no timeouts. You think about just taking a shot in the end zone. From near midfield, you think that play would pretty much take up the majority of this first half, or are they going to try to Get a quick play towards the sideline. Let's see what they do. Hardu standing around, throwing wide open. It's complete across the 30, but not going to get out of bounds. It's going to be a first down to Landon Mullane. And now the chains will get set. Clock will restart, and that's the end of the first half. So the Saints, who came out swinging to open up play tonight with a 6-0 lead. It's 14 unanswered for Port Huron Northern as they take an 8-point lead into the break. Stick with us on a very, very important matchup for these two teams. It's senior night on Thumb Coast TV 14-6. Huskies on top.
This year is inspired by the term Beatlemania. Beatlemania was the intense fan frenzy from 1963 to 1966, surrounding the English rock band The Beatles. As the group's popularity grew in the United Kingdom in late 1963, the British press adopted the term Beatlemania to describe the scenes of adulation that attended the band's concert performances. Characterized by overwhelming crowds, screaming fans, and relentless media attention, Beatlemania marked a new era of fan engagement in pop music, transforming the Beatles into global icons. The Northern Band has decided to share some of our favorite Beatles tunes with you tonight. We proudly present our 2025 production, Husky Mania. Drum majors Emily Rosenau and Ava Eastman, is your band ready? Please enjoy our first selection, a mashup of Magical Mystery Tour and Lady Madonna. Ladies and gentlemen, the Huskies. Roll up for the Magical Mystery Tour. Step out of the way. Our next selection will start off featuring our percussion section. Before the band chimes in on one of our favorites, please enjoy our rendition of Eleanor Rigby. next, please enjoy our arrangement of Blackbird and Yesterday, in which we feature seniors Elena Cordero and Mallory Dowden on trumpet, Anthony Morovich on tuba, and sophomore Charlotte Miller and Vanessa Dresser on flags. The final song of the night will feature senior Ben Eastman on snare drum and the entire percussion section. Please enjoy the Huskies' closing number, which includes Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and The End. We now invite the 8th grade band students from Holland Woods and Fort Gratiot Middle Schools to join us for our final tune of the night. We're excited to have over 240 students on the field with us. Will be performing You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Port Huron Northern Marching Band. Along with the combined bands of Highland Woods and Fort Gratiot Middle Schools.
Is this the heated section?
Tonight we'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank the incredible people who make our program possible. A special thank you to the Port Huron School District and Port Huron Northern Administration and School Board for being our standing advocates for the Northern Band. We'd also like to thank the following businesses: Marshall Campbell, Doug Campbell, Mike Rapinski, and Will Lowry of Marshall E. Campbell Company, along with Scott E. Schillig of the Stanley Black and Decker Company, for the generous donation of developed outdoor tripod lighting that will help us safely light up our practice fields for the nighttime practices. We'd also like to thank Cargill for their donation of bottled water for all of our football games. Supervisor photography for the magnificent senior banners that you see lining the top of the stands tonight. We're also deeply grateful for our dedicated Port Huron Northern Band boosters, officers Kelly Klein Stiles, Jeff Calamari, Timmy Phillip, Tony Delsbar, Michelle Patriot, along with all of our parent volunteers who give their time and energy to support everything we do. We'd also like to thank the Highland Woods Band Director, Cameron Lee, and Fort Gratiot Band Director, Michaela Warner, for all their work they do with our middle school students. Thank you for the 8th grade students and parents for coming out tonight. Our leadership staff, our drum majors, Emily Rosemont and Ava Eastman, our Hard Sergeant, Anthony Rodovich, our Color Guard Instruction and Design, Sarah Miller, Proficient Instruction, Carson Moore, Front Ensemble Instruction and Arranging, Ainsley Kinney, Front Ensemble Instruction, Kayla Warner, Percussion Instruction and Arranging, David Bear, Assistant Director, Cameron Lee, and your Director of Bands, Robert Kruger. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience tonight. Go Warriors, go Lumberjacks, and as always, go Huskies!
While we have a moment, a good time to introduce the cheerleaders for both teams. First for the St. Clair Saints. Cheerleading coaches are Casey Verbicki, Heather Mill, Melissa Westrick, Shella Emile, Lainey Ball, Evie Alley, Ayla Betcher, Olivia Bishop, Layla Cook, Lucia Gross, Angie Haduko Kahoma, Holly Konoski, Shaylin Corday, Elizabeth Michaels, Alan Novasindo, Phoebe O'Neill, Kylie Osadowski, Taylor Fries, Sydney Riskus, Samantha Salisbury, Lila Cervic, Savannah Short, and Savannah Walsh. Your Husky cheer team head coach is Jasmine Gerlach, Kaylin Bussey, Elena Corderilla, Sarah Constantino, Mallory Dowden, Lily Droll, Isabella Fletcher, Jenna Fraley, Mandy Francis, Olivia Gillenpenny, Avery Haslett, Michaela Colt, Jade Lukes, Peyton Michalski, Maggie McDonald, Lily Madrano, Charlotte Miller, Caden Schultz, Amaya Short, Isabella Stevens, Lauren Thornton, Caitlin Ellenbrook, and Ella Woolman.
Back inside beautiful and historic Memorial Stadium with the Huskies of Port Huron Northern holding a 14-6 lead over the visiting St. Clair Saints. St. Clair came out punching.
So thank you once
Got a
again
stop
for
on the
joining
opening
us
drive of the game and then marched right on down. Got a touchdown, failed a 2-point conversion. And the Huskies have bounced back and responded beautifully. They finished the first half with 14 unanswered points. But it's going to be St. Clair football to open up this second half. And let's see what Ben Farkas and Rico Walker are able to do on the ground. Walker had a long 50-plus yard carry on his first drive of the night. Been stymied a little bit after that. (14-6). Port Huron coming into play today at 6-2 on the year. They are yet to lose here inside Memorial Stadium. Coming off of a defeat, though, last week against Fitzgerald. 3 consecutive wins for the Saints as they try to keep on rolling. Port Huron gonna break their huddle. It's the freshman Landon Thomas who's got it teed up. 2 for 2 on extra points tonight for Thomas. One of them coming from 35 yards after a delay of game penalty. Went 2 of 2 on PATs a week ago. Hit from 42 yards. And recovered an onside kick as well. All in the defeat to Fitzgerald. Now with a 8-point lead. This second half is underway. A little pooch kick towards the sideline. Awkward bounce. It's going to be returnable for the Saints. Trying to cut towards the near side and finally dragged on down. It's Aiden Moran on the return. Flags fly away from the play. It's going to be a personal foul offsetting on both the Saints and the Huskies. Seen a couple occurrences of offsetting penalties tonight. St. Clair to open up from their own 25-yard line to get this second half off and running. Rico Walker with a give right side. Had a huge carry on the first play from scrimmage in the first half. Nothing doing here this one. Lost a shoe and his forward progression was ruled that it had stopped. Walker stayed on his feet. Some of the St. Clair fans not happy with that quick whistle. 2nd down and 10. Walker did, at the very least, get back to the line of scrimmage for St. Clair. Farkas gonna just keep it himself right up the middle. Now cutting towards the far side. There goes Ben Farkas, stumbling and finally brought down right near midfield. Ben Farkas.
For the Saints, first down. Tackled by number 5, Landon Lane, and number 3, Joey Lincoln. 1st and 10.
With a strong carry up to the 48, the 2.5-star recruit. Dual threat, so dangerous. Just as dangerous on the ground as he is through the air. Caleb Salisbury, one in motion. Flags fly. I think this is going to go against the Huskies. It will. So 1st and 5, St. Clair will take that.
Moving up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Saints.
Ball now up to the 44-yard line, quickly on the other side of the 50 for the Saints. They're in the opening drive of the second half. Late keep for Farkas, and he is going to be brought down a little past the line of scrimmage.
Including number 16, Ivan Frazier.
Maybe right back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 5 after the encroachment on Port Huron Northern. Another 2nd and 3. Did get a couple. Did Farkas. Walker to his right. 2 wideouts near side. Farkas keeps on the outside with a couple blockers in front of him. He is going to go inside the 10 all the way. Ben Farkas. Touchdown, St. Clair. Just what the doctor ordered for the Saints coming out of the break. And again, it's the ground game that does the damage for St. Clair. Remember, didn't convert the 2-point conversion on the touchdown in the first quarter, so down 2. Looks like they're going to keep their offense out there. Going for the tie. Just underway here in the second half. St. Clair, who's dropped 6 in a row over Port Huron Northern, trying to end that streak here tonight. Farkas off the left side. He's in, and we're tied inside Memorial Stadium. St. Clair, just like the first quarter, here in the third quarter, their opening drive goes for 6. This time they convert on the 2, and we have a brand new ball game on senior night for the Huskies. The Saints trying to play spoiler and really firmly lock in a playoff spot. So much riding on the line tonight, especially on that St. Clair sideline. A win on the road against a Division II opponent with their resume almost assuredly locks them in.
Kicking off for the Saints, number 52, Liam Lyons.
And down 14-6. Remember, Port Huron Northern had a chance. Had the ball late in that first half. Time ran out, and now the Saints open up the second half beautifully, and this ball will not walk the tightrope on the sideline. It's going to be a free kick out of bounds. So I'm sure not what the Saints are hoping for after they tie it. Still, though, gotta certainly be happy with the position that they're in. Didn't bat an eye after they were trailing here. At the end of the first half. So Port Huron Northern, after the kick out of bounds, will start at the 35-yard line. So Cameron Hardew and co. back out there. It'll be Cade Hiller, who's lining up in the backfield with Hardew. Hiller gets the handoff, trying to bounce it to the inside. It'll be wrapped up at about the 38-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the first carry of the second half for Cade Hiller.
Brought down by number 8, Jay Stockwell. And number 55, Lance Neiman. Bring up second down for the Huskies.
Hardy looking far side. It is incomplete. Strong coverage on that far sideline from Zachary Thuston. How impressive has he been on the defensive side tonight?
Incomplete on the coverage for the Saints, number 21. Zachary Thuston will bring up third down for the Huskies.
Thuston laid a big boom to open up play tonight on the opening kickoff. He's had a couple pass breakups. Third and about 8. Big third down coming up. Hardew, pressure comes, escapes the pocket, throws downfield. It's going to be caught, juggled, and a first down right near midfield.
Hardew's pass complete to number 14, Andrew Hang for a Husky.
Andrew Hang bobbled it, didn't make the catch right away. Stuck with it, stayed on his feet. And now Port Huron Northern with a fresh set of downs, pretty much right at midfield.
Number 55, Vance Neiman. First and 10 Huskies right at midfield.
Hardew and Hiller. Familiar duo in the backfield. It's Hiller off the right side. He's going to be wrapped up, and a flag comes in. Hiller went down, and it looks like a horse collar tackle has got to be the call.
55, Vance Neiman, we have a flag on the play.
It's a gain of a couple, but almost surely this is going to be going against St. Clair. And that is the call.
We have a personal foul against the Saints, horse collar tackle. That will result in a Huskies first down.
First down, Port Huron Northern. Their first drive of the second half.
First and 10 Huskies.
St. Clair opened this third quarter up with a score and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Hardew looking for Watkins on the near side. That one skipped into him. So trying to get their athlete the ball in some open space out on the edge, but Hardew couldn't get it to Watkins. So a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Watkins has been in the middle of this Port Huron Northern offensive game plan, especially in that late in that first half in the 2-minute drill for the Huskies. We're targeting him a whole lot. Hardew just sitting around in the pocket. Now steps up, looking to run, breaks a tackle. Hardew still on his feet. He's got a first down and finally pushed out of bounds inside the 25. All the way down to the 15-yard line. First and 10 for Port Huron Northern.
15-yard line.
Seeing this Wildcat look quite a lot with Watkins and Hiller. Snap will go to Watkins. He's looking to throw. It's going to the flat. Incomplete. Flags fly immediately. He was looking for Landon Mullane.
We have a dead ball
and a false start
against the Huskies.
On Port Huron Northern. So now a 1st and 15 from the 20, and can be susceptible to false starts when you mix it up in that Wildcat look when they're trying to get Watkins. It's been done a little bit of everything for the Huskies here tonight. Now I was looking for his arm to help out, but instead it's 5 yards back. 1st and 15. Little under 8.5 to play here in the third quarter. Tie ball game. Hiller right up the middle. He's only going to get a couple. Dragged down from behind by Jackson Turnbull, the sophomore.
By number 4, Jackson Turnbull. We'll bring up 2nd down for the Huskies.
Second and 13. Hardy gets the snap. Going downfield, looking for Watkins, who was triple covered. And it's going to be incomplete.
Watkins incomplete on the coverage, number 28.
Flag
There's a flag on
near the line of scrimmage. Didn't see it come out, but it looks like it might be on Port Huron Northern. It looks like it's going to be declined by head coach Andrew Zolkowski.
Call was holding against the Huskies. Saints will decline that penalty and take the result of the play, an incomplete pass.
So third and
down
13.
for the Huskies.
Ball at the 18. Need to get to the 5-yard line for a first. We got a very strong kicker in Landon Thomas on the sideline. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Port Huron Northern. So 7:22 to play in the third quarter. St. Clair, who trailed 14-6 to open up this second half, marched right on down on their first drive. Port Huron Northern has had a very good response to that St. Clair opening drive of the second half, but now from their own 18-yard line, or rather from the St. Clair 18-yard line, they got a long 3rd and 13 standing in front of them. How aggressive do they get? Saw Cameron Hardew really trying to force it to Lincoln Watkins earlier in the drive. You know, he is the #1 target for the Huskies. Hardew gets the snap, looking to throw. Now moving to his left. Fires, complete, right near the first down marker. And it appears to be enough for the first.
Hardew's pass complete to number 5.
Landon Mullane
Will result in a Huskies first and goal.
able to find some open grass and a first and goal.
Will bring up first and goal for the Huskies.
From the 5-yard line, inside 7 to play in the third. Hiller spinning out of one tackle, diving forward to the goal line. He's going to be just short.
Tackled by a host of Saints.
So second and goal
Including number 52.
from about the 3-yard line.
Second and goal for the Huskies. Inside the 5-yard line.
Watkins, who fumbled before he got in the end zone earlier in this game in the first half, gets the snap. Fighting near the goal line, Watkins is in. Port Huron Northern responds and retakes the lead. High snap as Landon Thomas knocks it right on through. It's a 21-14 Port Huron Northern lead with 6:12 to play in the third. Saints were able to march right on down an opening drive of both the first and second half. Offense kind of stalled out after that opening drive in the first. Looking to keep it in rhythm here.
Back deep for the Saints, number 14, Braden Schultz, kicking off for your Huskies.
Braden Schultz, the
89,
lone man,
Thomas.
lone deep man for the Saints. Thomas really hasn't given any opportunity to return for the deep men tonight for St. Clair. See if that stays the same. (21-14). St. Clair going to get the ball back. A little pooch kick to just past the 30-yard line. It's going to be caught and returned down the far sideline, across midfield, and spinning it out of bounds. Zachary Thuston. Been everywhere on the defensive side, and now in the special teams game, sets up St. Clair on the plus side of the 50 with 6:06 to play in the third. Some confusion before we get this drive started. St. Clair will open up at the 47 of Port Huron Northern now. Both teams were starting to head to their respective sidelines, and now the referee's calling them back out. Don't know exactly what the confusion is, but it appears to be all settled now. 1st and 10, Walker with Farkas. There goes Zachary Thuston in motion. Give is to Walker, spearheading forward, just shy of the 45, so maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Number 2, Tariki Walker on the carry, tackled by number 12, Colin Manchu.
Colin Lane was in on the stop. The report here on Northern, 2nd and 9. Farkas right up the middle, stumbling right at about the line of scrimmage.
Number 7, Farkas on the carry, tackled by a host of Saints. Host of Huskies.
3rd and 8.
Number 42, Wyatt Snyder.
Haven't seen a whole lot in the passing game tonight from St. Clair. Let's see if they're treating this as 4-down territory, maybe a couple plays. It is going to be a speed option to the right side. Walker gets the pitch, and he's going to be met and wrapped up. Lincoln Watkins back to the line of scrimmage for Walker, and nothing more.
Will bring up 3rd down for the Saints. Correction, will bring up 4th down for the Saints.
They're going to go for it. 4th and 8. We've seen a pooch punt already from Farkas, and it looks like we're going to get number 2 of the night. Farkas does send it away. Let's see where this lands. It's going to bounce in front of the 10, and it's going to be down. Beautifully done from Ben Farkas. All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Number 7, Farkas is punt down by number 14, Braden Schultz. Huskies will take over deep in their own territory.
So plenty of good field position, starting field position for the Huskies tonight. Not so much on this drive. In the heels of their own end zone, they sit at their own 5. 4:23 to play in the third. And they might be backing up half a distance. See what the call is. Flags flew before the play got moving.
False start against the Huskies. That will push it back a few. Will be first down.
So it is a false start on Port Huron Northern. Doesn't hurt them that much. A couple of yards back. Now at the 3. So 1st and 12. Right up the middle. And leapfrogging forward. A strong carry.
The Huskies tackled by number 52.
For
bring up second down.
Vasil Kasparian. And now he catapults himself all the way to the 12, so a 2nd and 4 just like that. Pistols set. Hardu right up the middle. One man missed, and going to be enough for a first down. Another carry for Vasil Kasparian.
Number 8, Vasily Kasparian on the carry for the Huskies.
So a first down for Port Huron.
St. Clair,
Port Huron Northern with 3.5 to go.
First down.
Kasparian, the 5'9" senior, back in the backfield once more, along with Hardu. He gets the give for a 3rd straight play off the right side. Kasparian is going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line. So a strong gain of 6 on the play.
Number 8, Vasily Kasparian, once again on the carry for the Huskies, tackled by a host of Saints. Will be second down from their own 25-yard line for the Huskies.
Feel a whole lot of importance on this drive for St. Clair as we inch closer and closer to the 4th quarter. Great job by Nadu to not let that snap get away from him. It was tough to handle. It was Kasparian again with the run, but this time nothing doing for him.
Third down for the Huskies.
So 3rd and about 4 upcoming. And now we're going to get a stoppage of play. Let's see. Did we get a timeout or did we get another flag? Now some discussions on the far sideline with the referee and head coach Brett Van Drew. There is a flag.
There was a sideline warning against the Huskies.
Sideline warning
Third down and 4.
against Port Huron Northern, so no issue this time around for the Huskies sideline. It stays at a 3rd and 4. Of course, next one would be a 15-yard personal foul. So 3rd and 4. Look to go right now, moving back to his left, trying to find Watkins. It's just incomplete. Throwing it away was Cameron Hardu.
Number 7, Lincoln Watkins.
Watkins was tightly guarded by Aiden Moran.
Number 10, Nicholas Wilson. Bring up 4th down, Huskies.
Hey, good call, JP.
So 4th and 4, and
Back deep for the Saints.
the St. Clair defense going to force a punt. Just what they needed with 90 seconds to play in the 3rd. A little Aussie-style punt. That's not going to reach the 50. Fair caught, and St. Clair will open up at the 48-yard line.
Saints will take over at the Huskies 47-yard line with a minute 26 remaining in the third quarter.
But 26 to play in the third. Walker right up the gut. He's going to get across the 45. Gain of about 3 on first down.
Number 2, Fariki Walker on the carry. Hit by number 7, Lincoln Watkins, and number 42, Wyatt Schneider. Second down for the Saints.
False start on Sinclair.
Dead ball false start against the Saints. That will push him back 5. Will remain second down.
Pre-snap penalties have been hurting both teams tonight. And now on a crucial drive, you're behind the sticks at 2nd and 12 with a minute to play here in the third quarter. It's Walker again. Broke through the initial line of pursuit and fought forward for a couple. To a third down upcoming.
Number 2, Fariki Walker on the carry. Tackled by number 16, Ivan Frazier, and number 17, Kate Hofstetter.
3rd and 9.
Will be third down for the Saints.
Let's see if St. Clair will take this to the fourth quarter or not. Really showing no urgency, and it looks like they're just going to take this to the final quarter of play. We are heading to the fourth quarter, and it's still anybody's bowl game inside Memorial Stadium. 21-14. Port Huron Northern in the lead, but St. Clair with the ball in a big 3rd and 9. Upcoming to open up the fourth quarter. You feel like, especially with how aggressive the Saints have been, this is certainly 4-down territory. Especially at this point of the game, no point to flip to maybe a more conservative look now. Down a touchdown at the 46-yard line. So teams don't have to move that much to flip the sides of the field. St. Clair's come in winners of 3 straight, giving the Huskies everything they could handle tonight. So first play of the fourth quarter, it's a big one for St. Clair. Quick pump fake, and now Farkas setting up a screen the other way. Walker is not going to get through this wave of defense. First one to him was Yvonne Frazier. Fourth down coming up for St. Clair. Fake to the screen to the near side, went to the far side.
46-yard line.
But Yvonne Frazier was waiting for it. Fourth down and 11. Need to get to the 36-yard line here, and Farkas again. Scooch back. Pooch punt. It's blocked. Back inside the 40, Port Huron Northern with a huge moment on special teams. Block the Farkas Pooch punt. Farkas, the two previous pooch punts, so successful. This one gets blocked and starting inside the 40 are the Huskies.
From the Saints 38-yard line.
Give right side, there's Hiller. Trying to get the edge, bouncing it to the outside. Flags fly, nowhere to go for Hiller. 3 white jerseys in front of him. So he had nothing on the gain. Let's see what this penalty marker is in the area of holding. And that is the call.
Holding against the Huskies. Saints will accept the penalty. It will remain first down.
First and 20 all of a sudden. A lot of these penalties come in early, either in drives or in the down sequence, really putting teams behind the sticks. Both teams have encountered it. First and 20 from the 48 now. Hardu gets the snap, rolling to his left, uncorks a long ball, trying to find Watkins. It's over his head and incomplete. Good coverage from Nicholas Wilson, who was stride for stride with Watkins.
We'll bring up second down, Huskies.
Hiller stands behind Hardu. Option left, Hardu capes. Room to run. Another flag flies. Hardu all the way down inside the 30, but let's see if it stands.
There's a flag on the play. He was knocked out of bounds by number 8, Jay Stockwell. Let's see what the flag
Jay
is.
Stockwell, the senior, at the stop. But let's see the result of this penalty. It is going to be holding again.
Against the Huskies. Saints will accept that penalty. It will remain second down.
So now a 2nd and 30. Let's see what plays Coach Brett Vandrew's offense have. He's got to flip to that 2nd and 30 spot of his playbook. From his own 42 now. Cameron Hardu gets the snap, pitches, looking to throw, and now Hitler does. Wide open downfield. It's caught at the 20, 10, razzle dazzle. Andrew Hain. The second passing touchdown off of a double pass play for Port Huron Northern tonight. And on 2nd and 30, that's the play the Huskies come up with. Unbelievable. How about it? 9:53 to go. And the lead is 2 scores all of a sudden. Thomas has been money all night. He continues his hot streak. Flags fly as there were some collisions right near Landon Thomas. Extra point is good, and this might be potentially a roughing the kicker call. His bodies were close in on Thomas. It could be holding too. Didn't see exactly what transpired.
Back deep for the Saints, number 14, Braden Schultz. Kicking off for the Huskies, number 89, Landon Thomas.
So like roughing the kicker was the call, as Thomas will tee the ball up at the 45-yard line. St. Clair down 14. Largest deficit of the night. Three-game winning streak on the line for the Saints. Port Huron Northern looking to avoid dropping 2 straight to close out their regular season and hold a perfect record at home here inside Memorial Stadium. Thomas with an opportunity now to pretty much get this one length of the field. Trying to angle the Saints. It's going to be returned at about the 10-yard line. Cutting near side. Trying to find a hole up the middle. Lowers the shoulder down just shy of the 30. Excellent return. It was Nicholas Wilson on the return. So St. Clair with 9:43 to play in the fourth. Down by 14, going to have to go quick.
First and 10, St. Clair from their own 30-yard line.
Farkas and Walker in the gun. 3 wideouts near side. Going in motion was Salisbury. Give right up the middle.
Number 2, Tariq Walker on the carry, tackled by number 8, Vasily Kasparian, will bring up second down for the Saints.
2nd and 5 upcoming. Again, it's right up the middle. Farkas lowering the shoulder, nowhere to go. 3rd down upcoming, a couple of run plays with Walker and Farkas to open up this very, very important drive for St. Clair. Under 9 to play. Clock keeps on moving. Farkas looking to throw. Going downfield, wide open. It's going to be caught, and no one's going to catch him all the way to the house. Graham Parler to the end zone. And St. Clair with a quick strike, and they're not done yet with 8:32 to go. Pretty much St. Clair working exclusively on the ground, and when they need to go through the air, they find success and cut this lead in half. Trouble with the snap, and now a broken down play here. They're going to try to make something out of nothing. It's going to wind up incomplete. So the lead remains at 8 for Port Huron Northern. St. Clair has scored at least 19 points every game this season. They're now over that mark, have gone over 38 points in 5 different games this season. We know this offense can score in bunches. When they needed them to come through big, they did. Still down 8, but right back in at 8:32 to play. Liam Lyons, the junior, to kick it away. Angling towards the sideline. This is going to go out of bounds. Port Huron Northern will open up at the 35-yard line. Saints defense needing to come up with the stop. Still have all 3 timeouts. Port Huron Northern with 2. Just over 8.5 to play. Still all to play for the Saints and the Huskies. Snap is over Hardew's head. It's going to be picked up. Are you kidding me? Evan Schultz. Disaster for Port Huron Northern. Elation for St. Clair. In a blink of an eye, 2 plays, 12 points, and a 2 to potentially tie it. Unbelievable. So the Saints, in a flash with a chance to tie it, 8:24 to go. The snap went over the head of Cameron Hardy. Schultz picked it up, scoop and score. Now for the 2. It's Walker. He is going to be short. Farkas went down. Just barely got it to Walker. Rico couldn't get into the end zone, so it remains a 2-point game. Everything's happening inside Memorial Stadium tonight. If you've been gone a couple minutes and you just came back, you might have a completely new game than you thought. It was 28-14. Port Huron Northern with under 10 to play in the 4th. It was a long St. Clair touchdown. Had some issues on the extra point, so it stayed in an 8-point game. Then the first play from scrimmage on the drive for Port Huron Northern went over the head of Hardew. St. Clair scored, and now initially bobbled on the return, trying to cut to the far side, and stepping out of bounds is Amir Moreland. But in 2 plays, the Saints have 12 points. And with 8:15 to go, it's still anybody's ball game. It's basically a win and you're in for St. Clair. Port Huron Northern already firmly in the Division II playoff. Saints can control their own fate. If they fall tonight, then it goes to Selection Sunday. 8:15 to go. Port Huron Northern with the ball, up 2. Pitch near side. Hiller is going to extend forward. Right back to what the line of scrimmage. Clock keeps on moving. Under 8 to play. Caden Hiller hasn't had a whole lot of running room here tonight. Hardew gets a snap, looking to throw. Far side, it's going to be complete and brought down immediately. And now they're going to switch and say it was incomplete. Watkins couldn't survive the contact from Nicholas Wilson. You can feel the momentum. The energy has completely shifted here inside Memorial Stadium. The St. Clair supporters trying to get on their feet. 3rd and 11. Hardew, good snap. Looks, Watkins, complete. Lincoln Watkins barreling forward for a huge first down for Port Huron Northern. All reliable Lincoln Watkins wins this battle with Nicholas Wilson. Wilson has guarded Watkins very, very tough tonight when they have came together. Watkins wins that time. Hand off to Hiller, bouncing it left side. Hiller making a couple men miss. Spinning forward to the 48-yard line on a first down for Caden Hiller. Vincent Neiman came flying in off the sideline for St. Clair. Jackson Turnbull comes out. Port Huron Northern perfectly content with eating up as much clock as they can. This one was much more comfortable for them a couple minutes ago. It's gotten a lot tighter since. Hiller, nowhere to go. Hiller still fighting. Back to about the line of scrimmage. Still all 3 timeouts remain for the Saints. Port Huron Northern with 2 timeouts down the stretch. 5:55 to play here in the 4th. 2nd and 10. Hardew gets the snap, looking to pass. Pressure comes. Stepping out to his right, and now Hardew is going to be wrapped up around midfield. It was Vincent Neiman who eventually was able to get Hardew out of bounds. Just shy of midfield is where the refs will spot him. 3rd and 9 from the 49. Another 3rd down opportunity for the St. Clair defense on this drive. Down by 2. Can the Saints get the stop they need? 3rd and 9 and a wildcat look. We've seen this quite a lot. Lincoln Watkins gets the snap, looking to throw. Far side, complete, but not going to get anywhere near the first down marker. 4th down upcoming. Decision time on that Port Huron Northern sideline. If you don't get this and you go for it, You're giving the Saints basically a half a field. Do you punt it away? Try to make him go the length of the field. Are you confident in your offense? It's been this exact situation in big moments all night long. It's been Lincoln Watkins' time. And now the punting unit is going to come on late. So the Saints look like they're going to get the ball back. Under 5 to play, only down 2. Looking for their first win over Port Huron Northern since 2014. Aussie style kick. Gotta cleanly catch it and a little trouble. But eventually it is Zachary Thuston who hauls in that fair catch. Ball at the 20. 80 yards to go, 4:33 left, all 3 timeouts. St. Clair, can they get their first win over the Huskies in over 10 years? It's been 11 years to be exact. Farkas keeps, broke 1 tackle, dancing on the sideline, and it's going to only be a couple, if that. Flag on the play. And it's going to be against St. Clair. Holding is the call. This has been a very, very strong offense all season long for St. Clair. This Port Huron defense has been quite impressive themselves, averaging just over 11 points a game. St. Clair has gashed up for 26, but need more. Down by 2. Walker stumbles right up the middle. And on 1st and 20, that's not what the Saints were looking for. Second and 20. Farkas alone in the gun. Now sends Walker in motion. Fakes to Rico. Farkas stepping up. Now moving far side. Farkas, it's complete to Walker. Flag down. Rico made 1-man miss. Battling forward. Shy of the 25. About 14 yards on the reception on 2nd and 20. But let's see what this flag is. It came and appeared to fly in the secondary to that flag. Nicely done by Ben Farkas to extend that play. And now it's going to be defensive holding. That's going to be an automatic first down for St. Clair rather. The Saints, who trailed by 14 in the 4th quarter. They've scored 12 unanswered and have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 34. Farkas, right up the middle. Seen this a time or two tonight. Ben Farkas across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Clock keeps on moving. 3:10 to go. St. Clair down by 2. Their kicking game hasn't been particularly great tonight. Farkas rolling out, throwing, incomplete through the hands of Rico Walker. Third and 7. Noah Wiggin nearly got through to Farkas. 3rd and 7. 2:55 to play. Memorial Stadium, everyone sitting on the edge of their seat. Huskies trying to survive on senior day. Walker near side, room to run, across midfield, Rico Walker down to the 43, and a huge first down for St. Clair. Rico Walker has woken up here in the fourth. Clock still moving. 2:40 to play. Farkas right up the gut. Met at the line of scrimmage. Still all 3 timeouts, but that clock keeps on moving. St. Clair looking towards the sideline, getting the play. Comes in, 2:15. Clock still moving. Farkas in the gun. Play fake to Walker. Pressure comes. Farkas downfield. It's complete to Thurston. Across the 25. Zachary Thurston with a huge first down. Clock will stop momentarily to move the chains. 2 minutes exactly to play. Farkas lost the football. Scrum for it. It's going to be, it looked like St. Clair jumped on it. Clock will stop. St. Clair did recover. Oh boy. Almost disaster. Kanan Quesada came up with the football. First timeout called by St. Clair here in the second half. Saints were sitting pretty. They had 1st and 10 from the 23. Now the ball set at about the 33-yard line. So 2nd and 20 all of a sudden with 1:40 to go. Thurston goes in motion. Farkas, play fake, over the middle, intercepted! Lincoln Watkins across the 30, out of bounds! And that might do it! 91 seconds to play! Lincoln Watkins! Looks like he's going to be the hero on senior night. Still 2 timeouts for St. Clair. St. Clair was moving. And the 4-star commit to Kentucky heading to the SEC next season. Very well may have clinched the win in his final home regular season game. Run right up the middle for nothing. St. Clair calls their second timeout. 1:21 to play. Watkins has been the guy on offense tonight. And now steps up on the defensive side when he was needed most. A minute 28 to play. One timeout left for St. Clair. 2nd and 9 upcoming for Port Huron Northern. If you're the Huskies, you think keep this on the ground and don't risk at all putting anything through the air, at least on this down. You got to figure force the Saints to use their last timeout. Wildcat look. It's Watkins and Hiller. Salisbury, the sophomore, will go in motion. Watkins left side. Just got to stay in bounds for Watkins. Cross the 35. Last time out called for St. Clair. So there is still a chance for the Saints. Gonna need to come up with a stop here. St. Clair was down 14 with under 10 minutes to play in this one. Just did not go anywhere. Didn't blink. A long passing touchdown. And then on the very first play of the next drive for Port Huron Northern, a bad snap that results in a defensive touchdown for the Saints. But special teams have kind of hurt them. They trail 28-26 with a minute 21 to play. No timeouts left. 3rd and 8. It's going to be a pass, and it's going to be complete down the sideline. First down. Touchdown. Watkins to Moreland. And the knockout blow for Port Huron Northern, and they're going to survive on senior night. A 4-star commit to a 3-star commit. And technically not done yet if Landon Thomas, who this season has been nails all year long, he's been solid tonight as well. Saints hoping for a miss. 34-26. Extra point to make it a 2-score game is right on through. And with just over a minute left, Port Huron Northern took the best shot from St. Clair. But the Saints looking like they're going to come up just short, barring a miracle. Down 9 with a minute 9 left.
Just a reminder, on Sunday, the playoff pairings come out. Time and places and opponents to be determined, but check it out on Sunday.
Landon Thomas to boot it away. (35-26). It's been a thriller inside Memorial Stadium tonight to close out the regular season. Thomas, this one's going to go right out of bounds. So St. Clair will start at the 35. Needed a miracle. No timeouts left. Needing 2 scores.
Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. It's going to kick out of bounds. First and 10 Saints.
Farkas gets a snap 5 wide, goes near side. It's going to be complete. Trying to make one man miss. He does, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Nice catch and run for Caleb Salisbury. Walker in motion. Flag flies. It's going to be on St. Clair. As Walker got hit by the snap, so if you're the Saints, you'll take that. That ball is going to go on the ground. First and 15. Ball at their own 40. Farkas near side, complete, out of bounds very quickly. It's Braden Schulk. Schulk 5 touches over 100 yards last week against Hazel Park. This one going downfield. It's going to be complete inside the 30. No timeouts remaining for St. Clair. Clock going to stop just momentarily. Saints not spiking it. Inside 50 seconds to play. Farkas gets the snap. Looking left. Going over the middle. It's going to be complete. It's going to be a first down for St. Clair. 36 seconds remain. And now we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage in play. "39 seconds. Clock moving again. Farkas in the gun. Walker to his left. Gets the snap. Looking left side. It's going to be tipped and intercepted by Joey Lincoln. And that'll do it. With 23 seconds to go, the Huskies are going to take over and take down the Saints on Senior Day. 35-26. St. Clair didn't go anywhere, and Port Huron survives. It's going to be 7 consecutive wins for the Huskies over the Saints. St. Clair gave everything they had. They're going to fall tonight. Port Huron Northern, who is now 4-0 here inside Memorial Stadium. A very realistic chance for a home playoff game, as that'll do it from inside Memorial Stadium. St. Clair are certainly going to be glued to the TV screen come Selection Sunday. Port Huron Northern knows that they're going to be in the big dance. It's just where and against who. That might be inside Memorial Stadium. But from a thriller here, the Port Huron Northern Huskies will take down the Saints of St. Clair. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Port Huron Northern survives a scare on Senior Day. They make it 7 in a row over the Saints, winning 35-26.